The churches in our conference that are bringing the most people to Christ and growing the most are the churches that do public evangelism. So in 2017, we as a conference are hiring a full-time evangelist to travel our conference and preach public evangelistic meetings.
I've always had a passion for sharing the message because it was a message that transformed my own life. I know that when I heard it for the first time, I was amazed and it changed my life. And I know that there are others out there that if they knew this message, if they understood what God was trying to teach us through the Bible, they would be amazed, and not only amazed, but transformed too. The gospel for me is, it's my entire life really, from the days when I didn't know God at all, didn't know anything about the Bible, to being able to understand what it was that God was trying to say to me and say to the world at large. It was a transformative message. It changed my life in so many different ways. I know the impact of that message, and I just want others to be able to receive that message also. When I look in the Bible, I see public evangelism all over the place. Jesus was a public evangelist, Peter was a public evangelist, Paul was a public evangelist. And for me, it's not simply something that I just chose to do, it's something I feel compelled to do. When I see the people who respond to the preaching of the message, there's no other feeling like it. Just today I got to talk to people who are making that preparation for baptism and talking with them. They came to a public evangelism event, they made a decision there, they were convicted by the Holy Spirit, and so the question of whether it still works is absolutely yes, it does. The North New South Wales Conference is a large field, and we believe that every human being has a right, a need to hear the everlasting gospel, and it's just a privilege for me to be able to be in a role where I get to share that message across a vastly different range of churches and country towns. It's a joy for me to be able to do that.
We have nothing to be ashamed of. We have everything to be grateful for, and we need to share what we have and what God has given us with the rest of the world around us. And if we don't, we can't say that we love people, and we can't say that we love the truth. And so that's why we're committed as a conference to doing everything we can to get public evangelists back in the saddle, preaching God's truth at the end of time.
In the North New South Wales Conference, we believe that Jesus is coming soon, and that adds urgency to our need to get the message out. Every person, every member in the North New South Wales Conference has a role to play in sharing the everlasting gospel. Let's share Jesus, and let's welcome him when he comes.